Today, former President Trump is back home at his Mar-a-Lago compound in Florida. Less than 24 hours ago, he walked out of a New York courtroom where he pleaded not guilty to 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. And just hours ago, he wrapped up a speech to supporters at his home, and he tore into all of the investigations he's currently facing.
And that includes the potential criminal case against him in Fulton County.
They've got a local racist Democrat district attorney in Atlanta who is doing everything in her power to indict me over an absolutely perfect phone call. Nobody said, "Sir, you shouldn't say that." Many people on the phone were hung up in disgust because of something I inappropriately said.
NBC News reports that Fulton County DA Fani Willis is watching what happens in New York closely as she considers potential indictments against Trump. She has maintained the case is about upholding the law and not politics. Her office looking into accusations of illegal efforts to change the outcome of the 2020 election. Sources say DA Willis is not communicating with the Manhattan DA because these two cases are totally separate. The criminal charges in Manhattan are the beginning of a long legal battle.
Yeah, 11 Alive's Christy Diaz is joining us now with expert perspective on what's to follow.
This case has officially begun, and we are in for a long road. Now that he has pleaded not guilty, let's talk about what comes next. Within 15 days, the prosecution must turn over all of the evidence they have gathered to the defense team. That includes minutes from the grand jury, testimony from all of the witnesses, even the witnesses that didn't go in front of the grand jury, telephone records, tapes, everything they have. Then expect a flood of paperwork. Trump's defense team has already said it'll file motions to get the case dismissed before it ever reaches a jury. According to the law in New York, prosecutors must be ready to file or to try a felony case within 6 months, but reality doesn't usually follow that timeline. Experts agree this will likely drag out at least a year, maybe even more. And no one can say at this point if it will even make it to trial. Emory professor Kay Levine says this case is tricky because you have to pay attention to how personally involved President Trump was in maintaining the business records the DA alleges were falsified.
9 of those checks were signed by Donald Trump himself. So while some of the other records he might say, I didn't know, or somebody did that without my authority, 9 of them have his actual signature. And I think that's significant.
Mr. Trump is not due back in court until December. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll talk about the impact this could have on his presidential run.